Had to get transitioned from the wasteland view there to back to Railroads Online. Join me sometime when I'm playing Zombie Survival. Lately it's been a lot of Zomboid, Project Zomboid. I also play 7 Days to Die. But we are going to go into our second session here of some fun on Railroads Online. Getting ready to go down, finish our trip down the hill to the, hey, I guess we don't need the light on right now, to the main area. Why is that not giving me F to enter? Isn't that weird? Click the continue button. That is strange. It's not giving me click F to enter. Well, I guess we're running with the Johnson bar then. Break off. What are we? We're in full reverse, so I can use the reverse braking if I need. We are going to go down the hill to the... Oh, hey, it let me in. Yay. We're going to go down the hill and change over from flat cars, or from these state cars to flat cars, and grab some logs from the logging camp and head over to the smelter and take a few loads of logs to the smelter, because our coal mine, our iron ore mine is currently producing. And we can take some iron ore eventually over to the smelter, but the smelter doesn't have any logs at it right now. So we're going to need to do that. I don't want to get going too fast here. Take that brake off. I'm still trying to learn these keys again. Actually, I never did run with the keys in, I always just used the mouse. So, working on learning how to use the keys along with the mouse. To be able to control our beautiful terrain, this lovely Glenbrook. Going to come around the corner down here and we will make the turn to the rail yard. Slow down for that corner. Let's look at where we are. We are going to want to, yes, go that direction. We are going to the rail yard. Gonna want to stay on the right here and on the right, and then the left and the left, and we'll have to look at switching when we get there, but it looks like, oh, you know what, we're gonna want to go into this Y and turn around. when we get there. So, all right, looks like a plan. Get the reverser turned off. Start moving forward here. You should be lined to go to the right. Doesn't really matter. We don't want to go to the middle, so we either want to go to the far right or the far left. Actually, I think we could have gone to the middle as well, but that's what brings us by these industries. Usually when we're running on a main line, you stay to the far right, and so when you come back through here, you'd want to be on that side. That way, this would be a place where trains would pass if there were more than one train. We are only running one train, and so we don't have to worry about whether or not we're going to have a train that's passing. Alright, we're going to go to the left here through this Y, and that way we can reverse the train into the yard and pick up those other cars. Get past that switch down there. Give our backup signal and start going backwards here. Alright, let me check this map now. We want to eventually get all the way... Oh, you know what? We could have been going forward here. In fact, we probably should have been going forward here. I'm dumb. That's alright. At least I can admit it, right? We want to go here, and we want to go there. Yeah, we could have been going forward still. Okay, well, that's alright. We're lined up through here, and then we're going to turn around, and then we'll back into there. Actually, we can just drive straight forward and back into there. So, yeah, it's going to work out. It's all going to work out. Going to be just fine. It'll be fine. Any of you watch Jimmy's World? I'm also an airplane enthusiast, an aircraft, and anything to do with airplanes, and I love Jimmy's World, and I love his. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be fine. Yep. Some of my other favorite streamers. Man, I love Vice Grip Garage. Derek Barry, Vice Grip Garage. Enjoy that. So, if some of those mannerisms from all the streamers that I watch leak over into some of the things that I do, I apologize in advance. I really do not have a plan to try to co-opt other people's style. Like I said, the sunglasses, I'll admit, Raptor is the guy that I watch who wears sunglasses when he streams, but I think there's good reason for it because I have streamed with just my normal reading glasses a few times, and this light and these monitors after just an hour or two really start bothering your eyes. So got some tinted reading glasses, and I am loving the comfort level here. Not gonna lie at all. Uh-oh. Hold on. This does not seem right, folks. Break. What did I do? Oh, okay. I'm okay. So I still do need to turn around, right? Because right now, the front, what we're going to do is we're going to end up coming back through here, but I need to pick up these cars. So I do need to turn around in this Y. So we will continue. All right, I'm good. I am all right. So we're going to turn around in this Y and then drive through. We would have been just fine to just drive straight through here and then back up. I was not thinking originally, but this does force us to go uphill a little bit with the train, so I'm going to have to carry a little bit of speed. It won't be too bad though. It'll kind of automatically make us head back forward fairly easily here. Let me set that switch. Then I'm going to check this switch, and it looks good. I'm not sure about this. This seems odd to me that when they created this, that they had this long section of double tracks here and then a switch right by this other switch. Typically, you don't want to run a switch and then another switch and make the train do this S-curve thing. Prototypically, I mean, like, because that could cause some problems with cars. I definitely wouldn't want to do it on my in-scale layout, that's for sure. Let me flip that switch and we will go backwards. And so now we will line up into the yard. And we are going to... We're going to drop off. Let's find out real quick. While this is going and this is working on lining into the yard, let's go turn off the bell. Let's go find out where how do I get to the next car here? A and D. All right. A and D. Yes, I'm A and D. I'm rotating. I really have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, zoom is the middle. Y is hide interface. This is rotate. A and D is cars. That's true. Now what if I want to look at other cars? How do I scroll through cars? Anybody? Bueller. Alright, well, I'm worried that I'm going to mess up something here, so let me get this train stopped. Oh, for some reason my mouse was locked up a while ago, so that's what, so you use the mouse. So it needs to be A and D, and then you use the mouse, but I couldn't use my mouse a while ago, so I was locked on scrolling for some reason. Alright, the other thing was we can only get the cars that we have available to us. So I've got the long stake flat, I've got a passenger car available, got a flat car available, But the only coal cars, only hopper cars I'm going to have are going to be these little sugarcane cars. That's interesting, isn't it? Because I am not level enough. Let's find out. Let's hit P. My experience points are only 1,000, so yeah, I need a lot more experience points before. So, guess we're not going to worry about buying cars right now anyway. So it doesn't matter about whether what track we end up on. So we will line up for the third track. Let's line up for the fourth track, shall we? Let's do that. We will leave our caboose on the fourth track. As a matter of fact, I could run back here and uncouple, and we could kick this. How do I uncouple? There we go. And we can throw a brake and kick that caboose. Did it? Did it kick? Yes, it did. Nice. And then we'll throw a brake on the caboose. I did a fancy thing. Alright. And then we will get back into our engine here. If it lets me, if I was pressing the right key, then it might. Get going back forward. Still learning my keys. What can I say? I want to flip the next switch, which I can't see from here, so let's do that. Get back into our reverser. Let folks know we're coming back. And then I will prepare to kick these cars. Ooh, fell off. Got ran over by the train. Did you see that? Give him a little bit more strength. Push. And pow. Oh, no. No, no, no. What happened? We did disconnect. But there must be a brake on here somewhere. Interesting thing is it's not telling me, like, it's not like right here. This is not saying I've got brakes or don't have brakes. It usually says the amount of brake that you have on, but I'm not getting. Did I turn the tooltips off? Is that possible? I really don't know. But for some reason, when I kicked my brake. Alright, well, let's push him back. Hello, 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 hello. I need to get brakes. Wow, we just about had a catastrophe. Whew. That was close. Look at that. We were using up all of our available space, that's for sure. Alright. Opening that knuckle. This is doing weird things. Yes, yes it is. Alright, I need to get to the next switch here. wish that you could highlight, like, highlight something that you wanted to move and then use your scroll wheel to adjust it. That would be really nice, rather than having to just only drag it. I wish there was an option to be able to highlight it and to scroll it. But right now all I can do is just, all you can do is just drag it. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Alright, so we want to connect to these guys. Old-fashioned switch. Around here. Alright, I am going to go to options, controls, and look, did I somehow turn off tooltips? I really don't know. Open abilities menu, middle mouse button, nope. Oh well. Toggle the minimap is the Y. Alright, well, nonetheless, for some reason it stopped giving me all the, like, the little helping stuff, right? Remember when it used to tell us things that were like, it was like telling us, like, when we look at this it would say how much wood was there, and now it's not. And it would say hit F to enter, and now it's not. So weird. Alright, well, there's probably a way that you can turn that off, and I just don't know what I'm doing. Very likely that I have no idea what the frack I'm doing. That's probably the most likely scenario, folks. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn the beans off and then just let us coast a little bit here. That's what I was hoping for. We will pick up these flat cars. You know what though? I can buy another one of those. So get some light going here. Clink. Let's buy another flat car, shall we? And it does let me scroll using the mouse wheel here. Alright, flat car. CNC 29-foot flat car. Alright, so we might want to customize them. What do these say? Lake Valley Railroad. This is 1001, 1002, 1003, and 1000. So let's do a 1004 and a 1005, shall we? Customize. 1004. It does not let me do 1004. Isn't that interesting? So it's got numbers in the 1000s on the ones that are pre-made, but you cannot do. That is really interesting. LVRR. Well, fine. This is going to be MrBearJangles MBJRR, and we will call this one a 100 then. That's so funny. Actually, we're going to call this the 001. And let's change up the paint so we'll know what MrBearJangles cars look like just by looking at their paint. What do you say? Do we like the red paint? You know, bears are brown. Let's do, I mean, well, not all bears are brown. Grizzly bears are brown. Brown bears are brown, hence the name brown bears. We want to get 2 of them. Ooh, will it number them consecutively? I guess we'll find out. There's a number 2. And there's a number 1. It did. It did order them consecutively. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? I am going to go ahead and put them over here with the caboose, seeing as how we need to grab this caboose anyhows. I guess technically that's okay where it's at. See if it'll possibly let me. It's not going to. How about we do this? Let's throw it on behind here. I assume that is this number 1? It is number 1. I assume that they come with the brakes on them, so a while ago I probably turned the brake off. We're going to reverse. No, we're going to reverse. And grab these cars. Till it becomes obvious that we're pushing them because they've got their brakes on, right? So, and then we'll run back and turn the brakes off. Yeah, I know, I've got the cars backwards, right? At least one of them was backwards. I think this one actually did not have a brake on, so should be okay. Reverse her back forward. There we go. Locomotive is low on fuel. Thank you for telling me. We're looking good. I can actually add a little bit more. Do 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 do. That is a really tight radius. Alright, we need to pick up. I did not want to activate the bell. We need to pick up our caboose. I like to do 3 whistles when I'm backing up. I don't know if that's prototypical or not, but I like to do it that way. And this is my railroad, so I can doggone do it how I want. One thing I liked about using Railroad Extended, I don't know if you can still use Railroad Extended or not, but I did like that I could look at the cars on Railroad Extended and tell if the brakes were on. Because this thing's, let's find out here. And no, I don't think it is. I was like, it did feel kind of like it maybe had some brakes on. but it's hard to tell because my tooltip is no longer active, right? So I know that the caboose had a brake on because I set the brake. So let's look at that. When you're looking at the car, all the way to the right is brake on, all the way to the left is brake off. So when you're looking at off the end of the car, all the way to the left is brake on, or brake off, all the way to the right is brake on. Okay. All the way to the left. All the way to the left. Brake off, brake off. All the way to the left. All the way to the left. Is there another way to look at these to be able to tell? Does something else change? All the way to the left. That brake was also off. This was, let's see. Yeah, so this is going to be all the way to the left. Brakes off, right? No, no, no. Stop. All right. Now we've got a caboose. We want to go pick up some logs, which is behind us, right? No, it's not. Let's find out where that's at. Or is it? Let's see. Yes, it is. So we're just going to switch to this track and go behind us. Yeah. All right. Go with the beans. 2 whistles for moving forward. Watch ourselves here. Clear the switch. And then we can flip that switch. Put the reverser on. And I do that longer whistle when I'm heading out to actually run on the track, you know, leaving a yard. Also got a switch coming up here. We want to make sure that we are running backwards, folks. Pushing on back into the lumber mill. This one only has one side available anyway, so there's nowhere else for us to go, although we could accidentally derail if this switch was not set correct, because that has a switch to nowhere. I don't even know why that has a switch there. To be honest, doesn't need one. That's just disaster waiting to happen. A disaster, I say. So I will back all the way in, and then we will load coming out. And let's see, I think it needs cordwood, doesn't it? Can I can't load cordwood. Oh yeah, maybe I can load cordwood here back. No, I can't. That's the thing. Oh, that's why there's a switch here. You know what? We may be fracked. Alright. Let's find out here. No, I did not want my bell. This is something I was not thinking about. This might actually need cordwood, right? So this takes logs. But this Takes cordwood. I cannot haul cordwood on these. I need stake flats. Alright, well, we were already getting ready to haul logs. I guess we will go ahead and haul another set of logs. We'll haul logs anyway. We're geared up to haul logs. We're gonna freaking haul logs. Oh my gosh. Okay. How many of you were screaming about that? How many of you were like, no, you need cordwood. MrBearJangles, you need cordwood. Yeah. Well, I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening at all. All the screaming and yelling, the jumping up and down, all the hair pulling that you were doing, it all fell on deaf ears. And that's just the way I am. Let's find out if this will load logs oddly enough onto. Oh yes, it did. And yes, it did. Yeah, of course, it put it on the wrong one, didn't it? Let's back up a little bit here. Oh my goodness. This is still a little faster than it used to be. At least it only takes 2 times. Holy smokes. I cannot control this at all. Somehow I turned on my steam cocks, my valves. That's a C, that's what that is. I wish it would let you activate. It would be nice if you, while you're in third person here, if you could activate these things. Or if I could even like run up here and hit F and get in the... But I can't. Alright. Got one more car to load. Spot ourselves ahead, one more car load. Car length. Do. We are heading out. This time we want to be aligned to there. We're going to be going down the right side. Let's line some switches here, folks, shall we? Stay on the right side, main line, and we want to go to drop off logs. I believe we're going to want to go all the way through to drop off logs to there, if I remember right. Wow, we are heavy. Are we sure we do not have a brake on somewhere? Feels like we do. We are a heavy train. Hey, that helped. So evidently that brake was on. I told you it felt like we were running with a brake on somewhere. Let me go check the next ones here. So that was, yeah, that's all the way to the left is off. All the way to the left. That feels so much better. Yikes. Let me back on. To the left. To the right. Nope, that turned us. So, if I do this. Yeah, alright, we're good. I keep pressing E to try to get in. It'd be nice if they'd let us change that. To interact with things on Project Zomboid, it's the E key. So I'm used to using the E key to interact. I think those stake flats that I had is what I know I'm like 100% sure that those stake flats are what I need. Let's let the train coast here for a little bit, and then we will go look at stake flats. Of course, see, that got me stuck again. Got to be careful when you're doing this. Alright. Stake flats. Yes. Oh no. Stake flats are not. What do we need? Beams, rails, lumber. Am I wrong? What do I have to haul? Cordwood. I need sugarcane cars. Holy smokes. So I do not have anything. And this is what you need to haul cordwood. fine. So we're going to be hauling cordwood in the little bitty sugarcane cars. Okay then. Alright, that switch is lined correctly. So this is where we picked up lumber, and if I wanted to drop off logs here, oh, I can. I can. We can drop them off at that one, but we can also drop them off on the next one too. Right? So there is a log drop off. And am I wrong? Is there only one log drop off for both of these? Hold on, wait a minute. Alright. Let us fly. So for these two lumber mills, they aligned, look at that. They aligned both of them for this log drop off area, depending on if you drop off to the left or to the right, is the only log drop off area. Isn't that a hoot? Okay. So, I need to be in there. So that means I've got to turn around. I will continue to turn around here. And so I will still use this Y. Why? Because I need to turn around. As soon as I get past this switch. I want to stay under 10 for these Ys, these sharp little Ys if we can, because we might throw ourselves into the swamp otherwise. And that wouldn't be any fun. We would lose our load. Well, they did make it convenient that you drop off logs at the same place. I had dropped off logs there before, but I never realized that they were the same one. I never realized that I had only dropped off to, when you're looking at the train this direction, to the left side of the train. I hadn't tried to get it to unload going to the other side of the train. So it's got a spur here that you could drop off these log cars at if we wanted to. We could just leave log cars down here. Probably would be fine to do that. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other, really. That first switch is the one that's going to take us to the drop-off. Backing up. Remember to hydrate, kids. And when you get to be an old bear like me, it's even more important. We could just make XP and money by running logs right now, so that we could get the bigger cars for the cordwood. That probably makes more sense than spending money on those little cane cars. At some point though, it would be fun to do a challenge where the only cars we can use are the cane size cars, I think. Alright, brakes on. Let's go unload some logs. So unloading those on that side, we'll unload these on this side. And then we'll need to back up to get a few more unloaded. Guess we could, in the future, back up all the way and then just put the train in forward and give it a couple beans and then just jump out and unload while it's rolling forward. That would probably be more efficient. I've never looked. Can you remap? I don't think you can remap anything, can you? It would be nice. Reset input. Ooh, I could. Can I remap the F to the E? Because that's what I keep using to try to get in, right? Oh, that's because of that, yeah. Right now, that is my brake key. Engage brake. F. R is, are you sure you want to reset the controls so don't cancel? Click to bind. E. Thank you. I'm going to use that to engage. No, I want engage brake to be, no I don't. I want it to be F. Yep. Alright. So now I'm used to getting into things using the E key. Nope, it's still the old one. Alright, I must have noticed. I must have needed to save it, yeah? No. Getting in is E. Getting out, or getting in is F. Getting out is E. Alright. That is strange. Okay. Let's see. So enter vehicle is E. That's fine. Exit the locomotive is now also E. Close the regulator, open the regulator. Can't make that. Nope, I can't. So close regulator, or no, close regulator, open regulator. Exit the locomotive. Engage brake is going to be F and D are my brakes. F and D. Should be actually like, I'm used to like slowing down with, or like reversing with an X, but I'm not sure. Maybe I can get used to the F and D. So E is in and out, and then when I'm in, F and D are my brake. That's alright. Regulators here, reversers there. I think I can get used to that. Alright. Yeah, I can get used to that being the how things function. We are just going to run logs. We are going to run logs. I'm going to run one more set of logs. We're already right at the hour mark for this stream, but I am going to run one more set of logs. And so let me get these switches set. We want to be moving to the right. To the right, to the right, y'all. To the right, y'all. We'll go through there. Let's see. There's not a Y. We're going to want to turn around at this Y. Let's give her all the beans. I saw that they had a passenger car. I wonder if they've actually created the passenger. I don't see anything showing there, so I don't know if they actually have created a passenger industry. We probably should look on the industries that you can add and see if there's a passenger industry showing yet. Alright, coming into the Y. Let's slow down just a little bit, because we need to reverse into the logging camp. We are reversing. Water's looking good, steam's looking good. Wood, the wood in the firebox is looking good. Alright, so now we're reversing. Gonna go ahead down that line. We are going to go to the right, and then we will come out. Yep. So that switch that I said was a switch to nowhere is a switch to nowhere, but it's a switch to the cordwood side of that lumber mill. So we will need to not only eventually be able to get cordwood cars. Pardon me. See, I'm starting to feel it now. Not only will we eventually need to get cordwood cars, but we will have to lay track. I think I am going to get this backed into the logging camp and ready to load up with some logs, and then probably call it a night. It's getting nigh on to midnight 30-ish. It is now officially, I started playing this game yesterday, so it's now officially February 23rd. And I'm feeling it. Pardon the big old bear yawn. Man, I miss playing this game, actually. So I'm really glad that you guys have joined me. I appreciate it. Means a lot to me that you have. We are going to throw on the brakes and bring this thing to a close. I appreciate you guys. Hope that you had a good time hanging out with me here and playing. And appreciate your attention. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you again real soon. Probably tomorrow sometime I will do some more streaming. So thanks for your time this time. And until next time, have a great time.